It got cold early Tuesday morning, and then it warmed up really nicely in the afternoon. Some of us had close to a 45-degree temperature change during the day. But things are going to start changing for us going into the upcoming weekend. As we get into Friday, we still warm up into the low 80s, but there's a pretty good chance of some scattered showers and storms, especially after 9 p.m. And I really look at the weekend deal as about a 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. deal. 9 p.m. Friday to 9 a.m. Saturday, a pretty good chance of some showers around central Alabama, and that, of course, includes Talladega. And then Sunday morning, it'll feel like it's in the low 30s because of the stiff north wind that we've got blowing in. So here's essentially what the weekend forecast looks like. We start out in the 80s Friday. We drop to the 60s on Saturday, and that high of 67 may happen fairly early in the day. And then Sunday is just breezy and abnormally cool. Well, what's going on around the southeast today? We've got a little batch of clouds here over the Gulf of Mexico. Don't pay so much attention to that when it's this area to the west where humidity is increasing on this southerly flow that's coming up into Texas and Oklahoma. This is going to set the stage for some showers and thunderstorms around here, and that's what comes in Friday night into early Saturday morning. Right now, things very, very dry here around Alabama because of that high, the high that came in and knocked all the humidity and knocked all the rain out and made the crisp, cool mornings. But there's your return flow. That's why I call it setting the stage, because as this comes in, the humidity is increasing, and as the humidity increases, especially through 6 o'clock in the morning Friday, we've got a zone out here over Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana. There may be some fairly active thunderstorms in that area. So Jackson, maybe as far east as Tupelo and Columbus and Meridian. We'll just kind of have to watch it. But since the air's still pretty dry around most of Alabama, I don't think we're going to have to deal with much in the way of a severe weather threat. A chilly blast comes in with this, though. Look at those colors. Now, I don't put any numbers on here because this is not surface temperature. This is up at about 850 millibars, roughly 5,000, 6,000 feet above the ground. We end up with a strong high over St. Louis by Monday of next week. And boy, does that ever just open up the door for cold air to come southbound. I don't think we're going to have a freeze out of this, but there may be some of our usual cold spots in northeast Alabama that may get a little bit close to, say, 32 or 33 degrees early Monday morning of next week. So here's your 7-day forecast. We're looking at weather that changes on us a little bit going into, of course, the weekend. Showers and thunderstorms late Friday through early Saturday. Saturday afternoon, the rain is moving out, and then, of course, for Talladega coming up on Sunday, we're not looking all that bad. A little cool, a little breezy. Into next week, Monday, Tuesday, things are still looking relatively dry, but a cooler than normal setup likely lasts a while. I mean, this could stick around through at least April 27th, April 28th. The question becomes, at what point does the cool air retreat and the warm air come north, and then we get stuck with some kind of warm front? That may be toward the middle or end of next week that we do get some showers and storms. So just because it's cool, just because we're cooler than normal here, doesn't necessarily mean that we're out of the woods for any sort of rain or thunderstorms. It just means the numbers are not going to add up to be 77 for a high and 52 for an overnight low. We may be more like, say, 70 for a high and 50 for an overnight low. But overall, not a lot of heat out there in the next 7 days, so it certainly doesn't look like you're going to be running the air conditioner quite as much next week as you may have had to run it this week.